Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pandemonium. Hi, I'm Papa Guy, and we're back in some Lothlórien's Online. What we're gonna be focusing on today is I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there, and I want to see how far we can get today. We're on book 6. I don't know how much there were. I think nine books. And a lot of this is gonna be going into Angmar, which it's gonna be a bit of a back and forth. We'll be traveling a bit. If you missed last stream, welcome. We're at my house. Interior decorating wise, we still got some work to do. Like, I've put some stuff down, but it's not really with a lot of, I just slapped it down where I thought it looked alright. Anyway, this does mean we have additional storage. And we can buy extra storage right here. So I'm thinking what we put in here is stuff like a lot of this shit still stacks. These are consumables. I can use all these. Um, which I probably will at one point. Um, right, that's for the festival. Dragon's Hoard Housing Collection. Oh, well, since we're still here, let's see what's in here, huh? Since we're still here, you know what? You know what? If we're gonna do some decorating, oh, oh, there we go. Let's do it proper. I'm gonna go. I think it's to my left here. I got my own little driveway, stairway up to my own home. And then right next to me, let's just grab a goat. Let's just quickly grab a goat and go check. But yeah, this is cool. Dragon Horde, sure. Love it. Forge Master. Oh.
Orcs of Moria have much to account for.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for. Yes, I agree. And we screwed them over pretty good. I just came back from there and used whatever spoils I found to buy that nice house up on that hill over there. So you'll be seeing me a lot more. Yeah, man, I just love that I've managed to find the same house I owned like 15 years ago. Anyway, I'm looking for Skirmish Bard. Oh. Well, hello. I mean, sure, we'll put you on there. Yes, it's fine. Uh, did I have anything else? Warrior attribute, which... What do you have now? Herbalist, dwarf kind, white hair color. Any more attributes? Skirmish trainer, right here. Okay, so these are just class skills. Training. So, what did I have here? Because for the skirmish stuff, this is actually pretty cool. I still have another skill and another training. Skill and training. And those are upgrades for my actual healing medium. Herbalist learns to heal an ally. Herbalist learns to restore an ally's power over time. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Skill and training is what we're lacking for a herbalist. Skill. Let's undo all these herbalists. So we could put strengthening drought in there. Strength is an ally increasing resistance to damage. That's pretty good. And a heal over time. This is probably better. I mean, at this point, I could probably... There we go. Alright. And now, training-wise... what would be good? What would be good on a herbalist, huh? It's a healer. Now he has armor value and tactical mastery. Alright. Herbalist Sage. Can I... Armor pen, shield training, evasion training. I mean, evasion training could probably be good on that on a herbalist, right? Very battlefield finesse, physical resilience, heavy armor, medium armor, light armor. Oh, does it say here? No. Oh, it does say here. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's any additional role-specific ones. The ones there are, I've already got equipped, it seems like. Yeah. You know what? Let's just check here. Put you in here. Great. Confirm. Yes. Alright. What I wanted to do before I got distracted. Not here. Housing furniture. Browse the shop. Ambience. Torrance Hall Homesteads. Vale of Thrain. Home music. 3 dwarf make music pieces. Buy this. Paints and surfaces. Door stout stone floor. Gray diamond stone floor. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do, but let's start with the ambience because it was dead quiet in there. All right, we're just gonna put this away, and once that is put away, we're gonna head back into what's your deal? Let me just do it. Hold on. All right, and maybe actually do it like this. So I could just do that. Yeah. Okay. Great. Still 9 days. We're good. So let's give this a place. And let's see here. Decoration mode. Right over here. I can put this in there. Oh shit, that's a big hole. Oh my god. Oh, I can't save it like that. I can save it here. Alright. There we go. Put that there. Now, over here. What's this? Chest of Hidden Secrets. Armor of the Fallen Hero. Furniture yard, mobile yard. Let's just take it out of here for a moment. Chest of glittering treasures. I feel like none of these are really yardy things. Mobile, huge yard, huge yard. Do I have a huge yard spot? Yard. Yard. I don't think I have a huge yard spot. I do not have a huge yard spot. Well, that shucks. Alright. Let's go in here. Where it's dead quiet. Ambient music. Put you in. There we go. Save that. Yeah, wall color definitely needs some wall surface. Floor surface, floor color. Okay. This is a wall thing. Let's put this there. That's a big ass skull. Put it slightly higher. There we go. Okay, great. Now, furniture? Yes. Armor of the Fallen Hero. I'm gonna turn it around a bit. There we go. Save it like that. Now. Furniture here. Sure. Sure. Save it like that. It's perfectly fine. This one. Just a hidden secrets. Sure. That's fine. And this I can't place anywhere. Well, I can't put it here. Pop. How much? 15. It's not bad. It's not great either. I guess all this polished stuff. I'll just keep this, use it up. These I'll probably just yeah, I bought it for extra storage space, but currently I don't have a lot that I want to put in there. Alright. Now, talk to Korunir at Oghair. Right. Right. Alright. Home of Bahari. Yeah, it's always a bit of lag, huh? Let's quickly check info. 7 exterior hooks, but it doesn't say it's with huge hooks. That's what I wanted to check as well. It didn't state here what kind of hooks you get. Upkeep's been paid, permissions, I can access my storage. Anyone can pay maintenance. No one, I can decorate. Anyone can use decorations. That's fine. And permissions only I can mess with those. That I've done. That I've done. All right. Oh, but I did want to check. Are these interactables? No. Object does nothing. Okay. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Enough distractions. Enough distractions. Let's head. Let's head out and make our way to Oghair. Like, entire Low Street is still for sale. It's an empty neighborhood. I don't have a lot of neighbors. I don't know if that's my fault or... Alright. Tasks at hand, that's fine. We can ignore that. Follow the road. Alright. Lamps are pretty cool. It'd have been amazing if there was like a second shadow cast there. We need to talk to you. I guess I'll go to West Bree. Yup. West Bree it is. Oh, it's the crafting hall there. That's right. Alright, Coronir, we're on our way. Alright. Good. Bree, we have made it. Yup. Do we want to swap outfits for a bit? Yeah. I'll go with this one. Alright. Oh. Was it from West Bree I needed to travel? No, I think it's South Bree. I think it's South Bree. Not these, not these. Heron. In Cardolan. Oh. Never been to Feroshel, which is... It's a cool zone. I'll do that one day. Alright, let's see. Estelden? Yeah, that's actually where... Yeah, that's actually... That's the correct direction. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Out of the West Gate, back up north. Let's move it. What are my buffs looking like? I've got pretty much all buffs, right? Landscape soldier token. That is pretty cool. Can I just use all of these and it'll stack? I think so. Like, yeah, then increased it with a couple hours. Two of these, sure, pop them. Carry-alls. Anything else I had in here? Okay, we can start keeping some loot boxes now. Essence Reclamation, Shattered Cosmodoom Traceries in Rivendell. Okay. Uh, yeah. That's just 5 minutes, which I want to be using right before combat, preferably, right? Yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of foods. 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. These all last a pretty long while. Okay. Og hair, which is here, which is put this on this side, right there. And I've never been there, so
What do you need?
I cannot travel there. Bale Avark. Is that in here? Kabil Shatur, no. Kafortnir, this is the rift. In Angmar, Bale Avark. Where is Bale Avark? I don't know where that is. This is not it. This is not it. Kurfu War Room. Kabil Shatur, okay. Is it here? Oh, it is here. Bale Avark. Right outside Carndoom. Alright, it's Auger we need to go, so let's jump on a goat and let's get going. Ooh. Curious. If I... Because the white goat is pretty cool. Can this become white? I think so. Let's check if it washed is pretty much white, right? No. Maybe not. No, definitely not. But safe to say, it doesn't look all that great in white. How does this look in white, though? Let's quickly check. Oh, I can't change the color of all these things. I can change my head, but not of the other things. Okay, let's just lose all these for a moment. This would probably look pretty sick. Shabby cap, fur mantle. If I make all this white, that's gonna look cool, right? No, because it's not really white. Oh. Dang it. Alright, never mind. Let's keep moving. We've wasted enough time. I keep getting distracted, which... Yeah, that happens. We could check, like, the the guild. But let's. Otherwise,
How may I help
this I quickly do want to check. Armor back. Don't have ally standing. Oh, is this with just Rangers of Estelden? Weren't you like you needed bounty? No? Isn't that dude over here? Or is that you? Healer and Provisioner. Also Rangers of Estelden. You just sell crafting recipes. Crafting trophy trader?
Did you need something?
No. No.
Would you do something for me?
Or campaign medallions. Oh, well, never mind. I thought that person was here somewhere. Although they're not mentioned? I mean, I don't know why all of this was taken off the map, but let's put it back on there. Tunnel entrance? What? Wait. Tunnel entrance? What's tunnel entrance? I don't know what tunnel entrance is. I don't know what tunnel entrance is. Let me Google that real quick. Hold on. I'm quickly Googling. Lothlórien tunnel entrance map marker. Huh? Tunnel Guide of Hulzidar provides stance. Oh, it's one of the later expansions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because that was never there before. Well, probably for some time. For some time now. However, I've never looked at the map that that in depth where I was checking the markers. Because I pretty much, you know, know where I need to be going for everything. Most of the places I could probably still go from memory. So, you know. Well, we know what we're doing. Grab an ore on the way. It automatically goes into the smithing bag, which is very nice. That didn't. That's for the quest, huh? Okay. Well, okay. Okay. Welcome, whoever just joined. We are working on our book quests. I'm talking to you, believing you're an actual person and not just a bot trying to sell views. Which, you know, you could prove me wrong real quick. But, yeah, we're working on book quests. and grabbing ore along the way, which is technically not on our to-do list. But we're making our way to Coronir, and we need one of these pathways through the mountain ridge. And if I remember, yes, right here. Right here. We're working on our book quests of our epic books. Wait, this is not a... This is not a path through the mountains. Alright, well... Well... Go back round a little bit. You know, I was bragging about how I could probably go there from memory and walk into the first dead end I come across. Whoops. Alright, okay. Making our way north. Almost in Angmar. Not gonna lie, it's probably one of the most depressing areas in Lord of the Rings Online. It's just dreary. Wait. I feel like they've updated this. I don't know if it always looked this good. So yeah, it's been like about 10-ish years since I've been in this area. I feel like it looks different. Yeah, I feel like it looks different. Anyway, we've made it into Angmar. The ambient music is pretty good though. A lot of quests here. Oh, that's a cool horse. That's a cool horse. Let me go. Let me have a quick check it out. The horse. Beautiful horse you got there. There we go. Always be nice, you know? It doesn't hurt. Actually, it's the opposite. It makes everyone feel better. You yourself feel better because you were nice. The other person feels better because someone were nice to them. You know. Thank you. See? See? Look how happy that person sounds. Alright, there we go. So I'm keeping an eye on my timer and like... the viewer count. Because I'm getting suspicious now. There's no recognition from whoever's watching. I'm seeing you. Alright. That's unlocked. There's gonna be a shit ton of quests over here. But I'm interested in none of them. I'm only here for the book quests. Advancing the story. Which already we've done slightly in in Moria, of course. So we're not doing it in chronological order, but that's fine. Oh, right here. I walked right past you. Coronir. Who are you? Nay, it matters not. All that matters is that you've come. matters are grave, and we have need of any assistance we can muster. These good people are beset on all sides by the tyrants of Angmar, who now gather a mighty army to march south and crush the elves and Gondor between their hammer and the anvil of Mordor. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to hinder the shadow of Angmar. They said it. They said it. They said it. I'm doing the Leonardo DiCaprio meme thing right now. Of course, you can't see it. I'm doing it. But that was the name of the game when it came out, you know? Shadow of Angmar. Perhaps I should tell you somewhat of our long story. When we first came unto Augir, the Hillmen were suspicious of us, but not overtly hostile. Golodir quickly earned their respect, for he was a great captain among us and was able to inspire the heart. We learned that the Hillmen were under the oppression of a remnant of Angmar that had returned to Carndum from over the Misty Mountains. But worse, a sorcerer, much likened to the Witch King of old, had also come to the evil city. The Hillmen called this sorcerer the False King, for they knew well that the Witch King himself could never return to Angmar. Golodir determined that this steward of Angmar had to be stopped before he could gather strength in the north. He gathered together as many of the Hillmen as would follow him and journeyed east with the rest of our companions, believing that Angmar was not yet strong enough to withstand a united front. I was left behind to make word to Estelden in the event that the expedition failed, which it did. Do you wish to hear more? No, finish. Okay, take a rubbing from a lesser watching stone. Yeah, I'll go rub a stone. That's fine. So, you would know how this tragedy came to be. In truth, I know not. I do not know whether it was through some machination of the False King or whether it was purely an evil chance, but our march was brought to an abrupt end. As we marched east, we found ourselves confronted by a vale filled with terrible statues. Ramas Delowan, the Hillmen called it. Some spirit of evil vigilance abode in the stones, there was no doubt, for we could all feel the oppression of them. It was here that Golodir bade me remain. As the host passed through the stones, it became clear why the Hillmen feared the valley so. When the last few men crossed Ramas Delowan, the watching stones threw forth a terrible malaise of oppression, such that those men caught within it were stricken dead by the weight of it upon their hearts. I tried to pass the stones, but could not. Golodir bid me remain, and so I did. Days turned to months, then years, and still Golodir did not return. I knew I should have returned at once to Estelden, but I could not abandon my captain. I tried vainly to cross Ramas Delowan until my very spirit was broken within me. At last I sent a message to Estelden, which brought you hither. We must learn the secret of Ramas Delowan, Bukhari. Perhaps one of the many lesser stones which litter this land, especially near the camps of the Angmarim and Hillmen, will reveal that secret. Go to one of the lesser watching stones and take a rubbing of the stones, of the runes found upon its base. Beware the fell and deadly stones, for they have too terrible a power. Okay. Let's go rub a rock. Alright. We're gonna go rub a rock. I feel like that's the closest one. There's one right in there. So, we'll be running straight air. Oh. I don't know what happened there. But my screen went black for a moment. Alright, there's a campfire here. Cool. Filecro. Oh, that's a ways back, isn't it? No, it's alright. It's a rich dwarf iron? Yes, please. Alright. But yeah, you see how this is like depressing? It's good ambience. Because it really drives home the vibe. The occasional whisper in the air, the you know, that you hear. Give it a second. Ow. Intermittent strength. Huh? Where did that come from? Yeah, that side. Did you hear it? Yeah. I mean... But yeah, it's just... Like... They made this zone really well. As in... The area is supposed to be... devoid of... hope. Right? Like, it's supposed to feel like... courage of mankind and hope is leaving this area. And look at the trees, look at the air, look at the grass, look at just everything around you. It's just so dreary, and it does... I mean... Playing this area for a long time, it starts to weigh on you. That's the person with the cool horse again. Alright. Oh, do I have... Is this like hunter stuff? Burglars, brawlers, champions... No, okay. Well, that's also not hunter stuff, but... You know, if we come across someone... who could use it, you know... Alright, Coronier. You've returned. Did you bring the rubbing? Good. Let me see it.
What do you need?
These runes are of an elfish mode, but the language is the black speech, in which I'm not well versed, but I do know a little and can see that these runes speak of a heart located within the stone. Perhaps if I could study one of the stone hearts, a way to undo the spell upon them can be found. There are some lifeless stones east of here from which you may collect such a heart without fear. Bring me a stone heart as quickly as you may, so that we may be done with our duty. Alright. Going back in. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's a very heavy back and forth zone with the epic books in here. I could combine it with all the quests, sure. Oh. It's that way. Alright then. But yeah, it's a lot of back and forth if you just do the epic books. Okay, that's like a, they've used the... Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, they used the snow beast skin on it in the avatar frame, but yeah, I see you. You can't hide. There you go. Oh, there we go. That was the correct one. That was the correct one. Alright, so a heart from a lifeless watching stone. So we need to find a broken down one. Narglub. Just because I'm curious, I think it's a quest one, which means it won't drop a shard. deed bestowed. Sure. Lord of Fangs. Great. An exceptional hide into the smithing bag. Really? Why did that go in the smithing bag? Take that out. Take that out. Put that in. Put that in. And then let's sort by quantity. Ancient silver, ancient iron, yellow rock salt. Oh, okay. Anything that shouldn't be in here? A polished barrel. Probably not. Yeah, let's just put the actual ore in there. Okay. Let's keep moving. Make sure we lock those. Where's the other one? Here. Okay. Back towards the broken, lifeless watching stone we go, so we can grab a heart that shouldn't incapacitate us. Hopefully. Alright. Anything interesting in... No. I'm going that office for like 30 minutes and whatnot. Let's market near the War Initiative. Flag now, then yeah, found it. Okay, no, there's nothing interesting going on at the moment. We'll still be grabbing ore along the way. Why not? There's more here. Oh. There's more there. Does all this go into the smithing bag? Yes, it does. Alright. Where is this, lifeless watching stone, huh? There we go. Here it is. You examine the watching stone carefully, but can see no sign of the heart Coronir sent you in search of. Okay, not this one. This one? You examine the watching stone closely and discovered, through a crack in the stonework, a strange, dark rock. As you pick up the rock, you experience a brief feeling of uneasiness, but it passes quickly. Okay. Bring it back. Alright. Back to Augur we go. a hunter would have been so cool. Would have been so easy. Alright. Can I stack these faster? Yeah, I can. Huh. That's just 5 minutes. Protects from future falling damage for 90 minutes. Does not protect you from death. Well, I've been dying pretty much due to falling, so those bandages wouldn't have been a help. Jump down. There we go. Great. Now I'm running in between all the ore, but that's fine. That's alright. There is some down here, though. Oh. There's ore in them there hills. I'm aware that a creature is nearby, although I haven't spotted it yet. That's what that rune symbol meant. There you go. That's where you spot a creature. The blue one is where your spidey senses are tingling. The yellow one is where you where you spot the danger. Am I going the right way? Yes. Just have to not run into that cliff. It's worth it. It's platinum. Alright. I could probably make a decent buck selling a lot of this ore. Because I got quite a bit. Let's check. 400 Kazakhstan, silver, bronze. Yeah, I used a lot of it up. Never mind. But I got shitloads of Moria ore. You better believe it. Alright, Koronir.
What do you need?
This does appear to be such a stone as the runes described, but it is of little use. The heart is cracked. Okay.
How can I be of service?
It is a pity that this heart is broken, but there may yet be another path open to us. While you were away, some of the villagers returned from a hunting expedition and told of a ritual being performed at Torgelven, a fortress to the northeast, east of a place called Felakro. The ritual appears to be related to whatever spell is cast upon these stones to grant them such power, and the sorcerer who is performing the ritual bears with him a stone heart. If you can interrupt the ritual and slay Tath, you may be able to recover the stone heart from him. Go quickly, for if he is preparing yet another watching stone, you may not get another chance. 11. Yeah, well, Fist of Gundabad. Now that's a hammer, huh? Yup. Alright. Alright. Let's go get rid of an evil sorcerer. Yeah, it's where we took the rubbing from the first stone. Pretty much. Alright. There we go. Grab this. Sure. We'll somewhat follow the road. Well, if you're gonna spawn on me, then... well, you're not gonna be there for long, buddy. Update road? No? There we go. There we go. Can't go up here. Alright, okay, never mind. It's that same one that's like right there. Oh, it's platinum this time. Great. Awesome. Ooh, and another one. Nice. Alright. Another dwarf iron. Love it. Another thing over here. So, stone heart, huh? It's not this way, so let's take a left. And right here. Is it here? Is it this? Adamant. And 5 chunks of platinum ore. That wasn't it though, but you know. Alright. Okay. Sure. Free. There we go. Did I get the heart? Steel token. A lot of well-kept matham, which I can't hand in because I didn't do the bounder thing. I feel like I didn't get... Oh, I did get it. It's not in here, though. Is it? Stoneheart. There we go. Yes, I am blind. Alright. Now that we've got that, we can run back to Coronier. Okay. Let's move. I'll mute up for a sec while I take a sip of my drink. And there we go. What happened? Is that not... Is it numlock I needed? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I went to hug the tree to make sure that it wouldn't update like a map marker or anything. Alright. Alright, there we go. Back to Coronir.
How can I be of service?
This is indeed a stone hut, but alas, the situation is more dire than first I thought. Give me this
What can
big
I do?
ol' hammer. Nay, take this evil thing. I can bear it no longer. My apologies, friend, but the sense of this thing is too much likened to the terror of Ramasdelwan. I cannot bear its presence. But I know now the secret of the stones of Ramasdelwan. It is no spell that grants the statue such power, but a fell spirit of an elder age, such as those that inhabit the whites which serve Angmar. This stone heart was prepared to receive such a spirit. Perhaps this heart may be made to draw forth such a spirit from another stone. It may be a clue to break in the will of the watching stones. Take the stone heart to the ancient watching stone which stands near the eastern pass of Ramduath to the east of here, not far from Bel Rova, a fortress of the Angmarim. Okay. Conqueror of the Watching Stones. You can shrug off the worst effects of the fell Watching Stone's oppressive will. Okay. Alright. It's a badass axe, Coronir.
How can I be of
Alright.
service?
There we go. I think the easiest thing to do is either go like this and then in here. Yeah, I think that's... Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright. Oh. We'll be stopping for ore along the way, as per usual. Alright. Yeah, we don't want to be going in here, because I think we gotta go all the way like that. So, we'll be heading up here, and then following the road on the right side to get there. Oh, I just clipped through a rock. That's fine. that's fine. Oh, ore spawned right behind us. It's just a regular dwarf iron. Alright. Alright, okay. Or to the left of us, rich dwarf iron. Well. There's always a chance for like the rare thing to drop from an ore node. So it is worth trying to pick them up. Just to get like the single-use crafting. I don't know if like the jeweler stones or the... And with the jeweler ores, I mean platinum, gold, silver, instead of like the metal smithing orbs, like dwarf iron and copper and bronze and stuff like that. Rich iron and, you know. I don't know if the rich versions have a higher chance of dropping whatever the single-use crafting mat is. But since we're on our way there anyway, I need to head back to the road and make sure I follow it to the right. And actually, I'm just gonna cut this corner in hopes that I actually can cut this corner. It seems like I can easily cut this corner. Great. Goblins, Angmarim, Beldova. Road to War. Immerse Slayer. Bastions of Hope. Alright. That stuff gives a lot of virtue XP. Which can still go here, that's fine. Well, since we're here. Yoink. Road seems to go further south here. Okay, great. I think we just followed the road a bit more. Yes. Alright, to my left here somewhere? Oh. Right here, huh? Hello? It's... Defeat the spirit of the ancient watching stone. Hello? Did I need to do anything? Doesn't look like it. Stoneheart may be on the rough forest fields, but another watchstone as I see. Which guards the passes of Ramduath. Do I need to? Oh, I could click this. There we go. Spirit defeated. Go back to Coronir, which I think the fastest way is still through here. I feel like that was the least amount of detour. Gleaming essence. Just vendor trash, okay. Or like task stuff, but you know. Alright. Now we just keep left. Alright. Now it is, yeah, let's follow the marker over here. I don't know what happened there. Again, the screen went black for just a moment. I think it's something rendering that takes, you know, a lot of processing power where it just cuts out for a moment. It's weird though, because I can see perfectly ahead of me, but then I feel like it was like updating the road terrain, as we saw earlier, where the road was suddenly dropped on top of the existing texture. Alright, Coroneers, let's go back and let's see where you'll send us now. I feel like there's gonna be one or two more quests to do for Coroneers before we move on. Fire. Okay, Coroneer.
What can I do for you?
You vanquished the spirit. How your victory heartens me, Bukhari. Gives me hope that we may yet succeed. 86, 750, 850, 280. Let's grab you.
How can I be of service?
You've proven that such stones can be defeated, that their power of oppression is only as great as you allow it. Unfortunately, my spirit has been broken for far too long. I do not believe I could pass the stones and bear their fear. You, however, have nothing left to fear. Go east, Bakari, and pass through Ramas Delon. I can only hope that somewhere beyond my kinsmen survive. I can only hope that somewhere beyond my kinsmen survive. The people here say that there are dwarves in the south of Ramas Delon. Search there for my brethren. Go, and may the Valar go with you. Search for survivors from Golodyr's band. Okay, so it's not one more.
An army of Dunedain and hillmen from Ohio passed into the eastern reaches of Angmar, only to be caught in the dire trap of Ramas Deluan. Though the secret of the stones has been revealed, no sign of Golodyr, the ranger who led them, has yet been found. It can only be hoped that some part of Golodyr's army has survived, and that they are able to hinder the advances of Angmar.
Nice. So it's Auger, instead of Auger, which is how I was pronouncing it. Auger. More. Yeah, Auger. Which honestly is more like the Dutch pronunciation. Auger. If I were to pronounce that in my mother tongue, it would sound like that. Now, I'm not talking about the Amsterdam Dutch. I'm talking about the Brussels, well, not the Brussels Dutch, but the Belgium Dutch. They don't speak Dutch in Brussels. It's only French. Don't be fooled. You're warned. Alright, more ore. Love to see it. Now it's all the way here, huh? Okay, well, fine. Alright. So we do need to run all the way around this bit. And I think the Auger quests just take care of this area, then you've got the quests here taking you in this kind of area, and then the quests over here take you like here-ish. Alright. Let's focus on where we're actually going instead of running into walls. Do we see the entrance from here? Right there, I assume. Alright. There we go. So, yeah, this over here I think is the stable master that we can already go to, but it doesn't really bring us closer to anywhere we need to be. So let's just go where they send us, right? What are you? Another dwarf iron. Alright, great. Like, no music, just a rumble. Oh, there we go. There, the music just set in. Great. Okay, never mind. I'm complaining about nothing. Okay, that's too far. It's not very far at all, actually. Where it starts to despawn. Alright, so those are the scary statues where if you went past that before having done those quests, you didn't have long to live. You were doomed, pretty much. Oh, I thought I could jump it. I couldn't. Alright, some adamant. And yeah, in this case, it would be the adamant shards I was referencing earlier. Like, cooldown timer not expired. Uh-oh. Guess I can't stay next to it. +5 dread, huh? Think I got something for that. Oh, can't use it. It's for 30 minutes. I'm not gonna use that. Like, I don't need it. I know where I'm going. Kinda. And our map's back now, so we're good. We're good. Just made it past the death barrier of Angmar, which, having just completed the epic books and needed to pass it, I'm still alive. Alright, so we helped Coronir, and now he sent us beyond the death barrier to find Golodir's band, which, from the clip we just saw, seemed to be a very old ranger. And there's only one way you become old in this business. It's by being smart. Alright, is this the entrance? Feel like it is. Gabil Chatur. It does look like and sounds dwarfish, honestly.
What do you need?
Wait, was there another entrance here? Oh yeah. Could have gone in earlier, apparently. Alright, who are we talking to here? Doesn't look like they're up there. Maybe the man with the giant burning ring.
Shadow is on my spirits.
Who are you? If you're not a servant of the Shadow of Angmar, how then did you pass through Ramas Delawon and not perish? Coronir sent you. That is joyous news. Your coming is a trump of victory to us.
Will you stay a moment?
It's a
and learn of
pity
my
that
troubles?
Coronir could not steel his heart against the watchers of Ramas Delawon. The power of the Watching Stones is terrible. Many of the hillmen tried to flee back through Ramasdello and perished. We marched on, but ere we ever came on to Khan Doom, we were beset by orcs and creatures more terrible. Guladir was lost, and our numbers were scattered. The scarce remnant that remains has barely managed to avoid the snares of the enemy for these last few years, but I fear Angmar has grown too strong, and we will not be able to hide forever. I've learned that one party of my kindred is encamped at a place called Gothforthnir, far to the north in the eastern reaches of Himbar. Go to them, if you would, and lend them what aid you may. Oh. So basically, this was basically a tutorial in MMO quest lines where this dude was like, yeah, go look for those guys over there. I think the guy we're looking for is there, and you arrive there, and then it's like, oh, it's not here, but look, there's a bunch of other quests that you can now pick up and do in the area here. And then maybe once those are done, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Anyway, we're not interested in those additional quests at the moment. What's this here? Okay, let's just go north. See what that is. Because there's no... Yeah, there's no stable master here. No stable master. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. There you go. Torn Scholar's Journal. Alright. Alright, making our way north. Is there anything there? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's keep it moving. Somewhat cinematic. Somewhat cinematic. Haven't seen any steel-bound loot boxes in a bit. We got 5 keys. I think we got those from what was it? A promo code? Thank you 2025 in all caps. With the numbers written with actual numbers and not written out. All right. Okay. So there's a lot of ruins here, which I think this is pretty much the place where... Isn't this where, like, the 9 were buried, basically? Somewhere around here? Right, bunch of cesspools. Yeah, is that... Yeah, I think this is the pathway up to where that... Okay, let's just pick all this up, because it's a lot here. There we go. Okay, don't fall off, please. I mean, it's a reason to use those bandages, I guess. So what's up here? Oh, dwarves. Hi. Okay, giant red circle. Let's sell you some stuff. Not this. Not this. Not these. Not that. Honestly, you know what? Just because we got him, we're on a cool point. Let's dismount. Let's... I mean, sure, let's zoom out as much as we can. Ah. Wait, did I miss it? Dang it. It just shot the one? Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna keep waiting for those cooldowns. Should I just sell them?
I am at your service.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's keep moving. We're going for Garthforthmere, not Garthagarwin. Alright. Great. Broke my legs. There's some bandages. There we go. 90 minutes of protection from the bandages. There's a ton of spiders around here. Don't like this place. Alright, almost at Garthforthmere. Now, it was a bit weird to, like, get in there. No? Grab more of this, please. Thank you. It's somewhere in that cliffside, and I think what we're seeing there now... Yeah, so across this lake, right there, and then you go all the way here, and then it's in there somewhere. I think this is the door we see here. So let's run around here. Man, I remember doing this so much on a couple of different characters as well. Like, yeah, I dragged my guardian through here. I dragged my champion through here. My hunter. My what else? Runekeeper. There was a lot. I've done this area a lot of times, and I mean, it's still a dreary place. But if we're being honest, visuals are pretty impeccable, are they not? Like, if you look at the view, looks pretty sweet. Alright. And all these guys got quests.
Will you stay a moment and learn of my
Repeatable
choice?
quests. Mark of Auger, Victory, Council of the North. Jewelry
How may I
trader.
help you today?
Alright. Some decent loot. Oh, loyalty, valor. They just give you a rank. That's pretty nice. Alright. Let's talk to the stable
Greetings.
master.
Greetings.
Legendary Angmar Awards. What's this? Oh, that's a cool cloak. Hooded Legend of Angmar. Yeah. Hooded Cloak of Narmlet's Redemption. That's a pretty cool cloak. Angmar Rambling Frame. Rambler Frame. Okay. Universal Title Writ. Rambling Rover. To every character on your account. Okay. Legend of Angmar title. Sontrol the First. Okay. Laden Produce Table. And a Boar Fountain. Cool. Oh. Not Forgotten Handkerchief. That's pretty cool. Okay, well. Let's go into Godfortnir now. And see what the Rangers have to say. I hope more of my brethren come from Esteldon to help us.
What do you need?
You've come from Coronia by way of Bregia. Bregia. Welcome then, and well met. Indeed, we could use your aid. These last few years have seen us nearly vanquished, but it's not for me to tell you of our woes. You should enter within and speak with Lorniel, Golodia's daughter. Okay.
May I help you?
Oh, is this the... Yeah, this is the Angmar armor, which is... Yeah. Is this different looking? It isn't, is it? No. Can I change the Godfortnir hidden ammo for a piece of rare armor? Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, a bunch more quests, which we're pretty much just gonna ignore.
Did you need something?
Ambient environment. Ambient environment. Yeah, I don't think I want any of these. Though some of this could be cool. Stone dice, enormous yard, which I do not have. I just have normal yards. Don't actually know where exactly I need to be going, but this is reputation. Oh, Lairdan's room. Hello? No Lairdan here. Okay. Standing is too low.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Okay.
Greetings, traveler.
Huh. You know what? Sure. I'll buy these recipes. Yep, thank you very much.
How can I be of service?
Alright. There's a lot more instruments for sale than there used to be. Feels like. Was it? Yeah, it's here. Lothlórien.
Greetings.
Do not believe good fortune alone brings you hither, my good dwarf. Come, we have much to speak about.
Stay a moment.
If you came from Bregia, I have no doubt you heard that my father was lost. He was indeed lost to us, but I do not believe he was slain. I've heard reports from our allies he was taken captive and is being held within the dungeons of Khon Doom. One such ally, a sympathetic hillman from the hostile eastern tribes named Rachnal, claims that he's acquired a scroll from the libraries of Khon Doom that tells us how to gain access to the city. If you would meet Rachnal and obtain the scroll from him, it would be a tremendous step towards freeing my father from the clutches of the enemy. Be wary though, he will be traveling just south of Baal Katharnak, a hillman village which lies to the southwest of Gathvornir. Most of the hillmen there are in the service of the Iron Crown. Okay. Let's go talk to Rachnal. And maybe just grab a second milestone skill. Yeah, let's just do that real quick. There we go. Bind here. Thank you very much. We'll put you up there. Yes. And 21st Hall. Okay, so we got 2 areas to lock now. That's plenty. Alright. Goat. Now we need to go here. Rachnal. Yeah, there's not a lot of info on the map up here. It's kind of like figure it out, dude. Alright, grab the ore. Are we gonna swim across? Are we gonna have to swim across? We might have to swim across. There we go. Uh-oh. That looks terrifying. Eh. Yeah, there's a couple here. Couple of big boys. Okay, and down here. Doesn't look like it. Screeching gargoyle, huh? You know, let's just. It's actually hurting a bit. It's actually hurting a lot. I'm almost dead. Against the mob 10 levels lower. That's great. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. Erdram. Okay. Toad sticker. Okay. War dispatch. Oh. Must have completed quest Kranox challenge. Well. Well then, I guess we'll have to do at least that quest. Which, can I just pick it up? I don't know. Alright. Okay, there we go. Now, talk to you.
Do not know what will become of my people.
You were sent here by the woman from the south. Here, take this scroll. My people are suspicious. I must go at once. Alright. The Moravel have seen you. I must flee. Okay, good. That's no issue. Now we go all the way back. Jesus. Okay. Alright, let's just swim across, I guess. Come on, let's go. Eh. Eh. Alright, let's return to Lothlórien now. Get back the scroll. Oh. Rich ancient silver. Very nice. Got a barrel, whetstone, 5 chunks of ancient silver ore. Sweet. More ancient silver here. We'll take it. Yeah. And up here, great. Alright, every time I hear that that sigh of that women's sigh, it's like that thing. Jesus, it almost gives me goosebumps, man. It's just let's go talk to Lothlórien. Kranox challenge, did it say, right?
Might be of service.
For that thing. Did you find Ragnar? Ah, that must be the scroll he told of. Let me see it. There you go.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I fear we may have been deceived, Bakari, for this scroll is written in black speech and may say nothing of value. I cannot say, for black speech is not a tongue with which I am familiar. Even so, I would know what this says. Perhaps the elf Lothlórien may have some proficiency in this writing. He is an old friend of my father's and is here in Gathfortnir. Take the scroll to him and ask him his opinion. If it may help us free my father, then we must learn its secrets at once. Okay, is there a Crannock here as well? Brunfair, Thoriel. Anyone in here? Artane, Doneth, and this is Golodir's room. And of course there's, yeah, there's no Golodir here because he's missing. Wait. Why am I getting dread in this room? Filled with dread in the face of such evil. Oh, was Golodir corrupted? Was he taken to the dark side? He might have been. He might have been. Cannot.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Ooh. This quest is for legendary servers. It's all types. Small, fellowship, normal fellowship, raid. Which is for all these instances. Okay. Tell me where my fellowship's in. Tell me about additional threads.
What do you need?
This is so funny. Garndum, Barad Gularan, Urugarth, and the Rift of Nurgashu. Okay. It just basically tells you what the endgame things were. Sweet. Doesn't seem like there's a Crannock here, right? Erebgon, Ongli. No. Maybe he's outside. Oi, Lairdon. Bring the scroll to Elrond Half-Elven. Alas, but I have never taken the time to learn the cruel mutterings of the orcs. I have no desire to speak with them by any means save my sword. Tell me, where is Gandalf, for I have no desire to speak with him. So stupid. If the scroll did indeed come from Condom, Elrond Half-Elven may have an interest in it, and he surely knows the black speech. Go to Rivendell, seek out the master of the last homely house. If you would know the answer to your riddle. Okay, so now we go to Elrond. Okay, hopefully the stable masters out here have also been updated, which I assume they would have been. And so there's a very easy Araneth. You're not Crannock. Okay. So hopefully they've been updated as well, and I can very easily get to Rivendell stables from here.
Greetings.
Yes. There we go. Let's travel real quick. Alright. Teleported to Rivendell. What's What's her gear looking like? I mean, let's see. Let's cinematel. Chat. Centel. Would you like some gear for your later levels? He's a champion. He can use heavy gear. He might not be around. He might not be around. Oh. Oh. So I think that's a no. We'll see what happens. Alright, did this go off cooldown? That one thing. Where is it? This thing. There we go. Yeah, that does just stack. Alright. Alright, Elrond. Whoa. New quest? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll see. If he answers, he answers, right?
We are met in time of need, and it is a joy to see you.
Volume 3, Prologue. Messages from Lothlórien. We are met in time of need, and it is a joy to see you. You must have received my message, for little else could have brought you hither with such haste. They don't dare to speak openly of the reason for Master Elrond's requesting my letter, for fear that the message might be intercepted. I apologize for drawing you here with so little information, but Master Elrond will explain in detail what I could not. Speak if you're ready. We will go to him together, and he will tell you what he has prompted. And he will tell you what has prompted his call. Okay. Remove that for now.
Master Elrond
Solo quest
approves.
cannot be completed in the fellowship. Okay, that's fine. We can keep that quest for whenever we get to it. Alright. Up all these flights of stairs. Huh. Someone else had the same issue. Let's don't know, but had that happen to me as well just now. Oh, I didn't break my legs, and I missed the table. Yeah, bro.
A strange fate brings you hither.
What is this? You were sent by the daughter of Golodr and by the elf Leren. What a strange fate has brought you hither. The shadow of Angmar has grown with the shadow in the east. Give me the scroll. I will unravel this mystery for you.
Dark days are coming.
There we go. Hi, nah, I gotta level my crafter stew. Thanks for the offer, though. No problem. Enjoy your eve. Lorniel's hopes were not wholly in vain, for this scroll does indeed reveal a way to pass the gates of Carandum. The scroll tells of a special key needed, forged of a dire black iron found only in foul pits of Angmar, and the secrets of its crafting. Bring the scroll to Dwalin. Alright. I believe such key could be made of mithril, for the strength of Moria silver may overcome whatever resistance the lock may give. Unfortunately, we have not mithril to use. Perhaps you should seek the aid of Lord Dwalin at Torrens Hall in Ered Luin. The dwarves know dwarves know best the secrets of mithril. It is they you should speak with. I have transcribed the contents of the scroll in Western. Dwarves should have no difficulty reading it. Alright. Mostly around augurs because you didn't update to the most current NVIDIA driver. I'll serious, as long as I've played this game, that has always happened. It didn't do that back in it didn't do that way in the beginning, but there wasn't as much in the game at that point. Don't know if that influences it, but it might. Yeah, it's dreary working on my epics right now. Yeah, accept it. And Torrens Gate. Lag for me was yeah, kinda. Maybe also because I'm EU playing on US, so I'm not a benchmark. Oi, who do we have here? A brawler. Level 60 brawler. Can I inspect you? Yes, I can. Okay. You've got the same gear as I do. Yeah, you've got the vibrant helm though, which makes sense for a brawler. Alright, let's go talk to Dwalin. I mean, we pretty much cleared it, Thorlak. Only the bravest or most foolhardy adventurer would dare to pass beyond the Halling Gate into Moria, for it is a dark place beset by many evils. Yeah, sure, maybe. Hobby master. Fishtails. Sure. Not picking that up. Book 10 to 15. Oh. We're definitely not done. Oh. Okay. There we go. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. We got our first chatter. Possible ban evader. Yeah, you know, let's report for scams, viewership. When was the timestamp? 2:01:00. There we go. Submit report. block them, ban them. Done. Alright, now we can go talk to Dwalin. High up on his throne.
Well met.
Greetings, dwarf. You've come from Elrond of Rivendell. Then you will have the aid of Durin's folk. Let me see that scroll.
Come, stay a moment.
That we can forge this key, I have no doubt, but there are some items we will need before we can begin. Master Elrond's instructions say that we need mithril, but there is none to be had in the Blue Mountains. Also, we will need something to cast the mold from. Now, one of the gifts Bilbo took back from the Lonely Mountains was a nugget of mithril. Doubt he understood its value, so he probably left it behind when he returned to Rivendell. However, he may have given it to the Matham House in Mickle Delving. Perhaps the keeper of the Matham House can help you with that. Talk to John Brackenbrook and Keeper Brombard Foxtail. Alright, sorry, I thought I heard the baby cry. But as soon as I started to listen for a moment, all sound was gone. Let's remove that for now. Back to quest log, there we go. You know what? This used to be an area where mounts were not allowed. Couldn't mount up in here. And then at one point they changed it. And for the longest time I was like, no, you shall respect these halls. And so now I do, and just when I use a mount inside of Thorin's Hall, it's a goat. It's not a horse, it's a goat. Where are they? Matham House and Mickle Delving in the western part of the Shire. Archit northeast of Breetown. Well. Let's head to the Shire first. Talk to you. Mickle Delving. What was hampering me with the Mathams, by the way? Right, they're here. This one. Welcome, Mathams. Must have completed quest of founding Writ. Yeah, I can't use it. Max rep with the faction. Can you sell these? And do they sell for something? Let's check. This. I'll put that in there. I mean, that's a decent price. I feel like this is more realistic though. How much are these? They're not for sale. How much are these? They're not for sale. How much are these? Rage Bear is really trying to make some money, huh? I'll send them for free if anyone wants them. If you're watching this and you're at this point, send me a mail, you know? I'm on the Angmar server. You know my character name, right? Right over here. You can send me a mail asking for like 1 stack, you know? One of these things. You can ask for one of these and you'll get it. The stack of broken engravings, the stack of 4 cracked etchings, the 2 cracked tablets, either the 56 or the 100 worn dwarf carvings, you know? Whatever. I'm done with the reputation. I don't need it anymore. So whoever wants it can have it. Make sure we go talk to the right person here. Join the Bounders, the founding
Could I
writ.
take a moment of your time?
Is this also like the founding writ? Good hunting, thanks. Present yourself to the chieftain. Okay. I didn't think you'd have to do quests to hand these in, but I'll accept you. But remove you for now. Right, Book 7, Chapter 5. What is needed?
Lovely day, isn't it?
Hello there. What can I do for you? A mithril nugget? Never heard of it. Oh, you mean that chunk of silver old Bilbo brought back from his adventures? I thought it was too light for real silver. Well, it must have little value then, and I don't see why we should keep it. You're quite welcome to take it. Here. Alright, now we go talk to John Brackenbrook.
Hello.
Alright, and he was in Archit, right? Who's that? Okay, he's got some mix match going, but yeah, he doesn't need the updating gear.
How do you do?
Alright, Bree, go. All's looking good. Alright, after we've talked to that guy, I'm guessing someone's gonna want to send me to... Any local people here that could use some... Is there anyone I can make happy with this? I mean... Start a secure trade. Let's see if he just accepts it. Never mind. Quickly check inside. Maybe? No? Anyone here? No. No one inside. Not used to that. Usually there's someone somewhere. Alright, arch it. Boom, saddle. Yeah, but we need to go that way. Okay. Lots of quests, sure. Lothlórien burger. These horses, man. Jesus. Some noises they made. Alright, this guy's probably gonna tell us, like... Well, he's not gonna tell us, but the result of talking to that guy is probably gonna be return to Elrond, right? It's probably gonna be return to Elrond. I got a slight feeling it is. All the way to Archit. Like, that's a ways to go, man. Alright. We're almost in Archit. I don't know why they walled it off, honestly. Well, I know the mechanical reason. I don't know the lore reason. Alright. Almost there. Almost. Here we go. No, that's the difficulty, dude. Here we go. Book 7, Chapter 5. What is needed?
How can I be of service?
Greetings, friend. What may I help you with? You say you've come all the way from the Blue Mountains to retrieve that old ruined key we found among the Black Wolf's belongings. It is true that it was found among things we believe were collared cobs, which is the only reason I kept it. It's quite useless. Here, may it assist you in your endeavors. Bring the collected materials to Dwalin. Oh, it's a prologue. Okay. Okay. Let's travel to our personal house, which is in Thorin's Hall, which skips us having to find a stable master. However, we do need to run from the homesteads now. Back to Dwalin, but at least we're here, right? At least we're here. Let's open this for a moment. Filter. Not these guys. These. Not these. No. So Captain, Guardian, Champion, and Brawler. I think all use like minimum level, not 155. $55. Yup. And then sort by level. Borky, a dwarf captain. Let's just, would you like some free gear? I crafted some for myself and went ham. Now, can I inspect from here? Yes, I can. Superior sellsword armor. That's the level 53 stuff. Alright, I'll send it over. Alright. I'll send it over. Should be the next level gear. Should be in the next tier, or should be the final tier of craftable heavy armor. It's missing shoulders though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And boots. Do I have the shoulder and boots? There you go. Missing shoulder and boots. Though, hope you don't mind. Let's see. Can I fix that though? Noble's boots and Noble's shoulder guards. I mean, I can fix that, so let's do it. I specifically looked for still leveling players. You know what? Let me get those boots crafted for him. Let me get all that shit crafted as well. Why not? I got the materials. And who knows? It might crit. And you might have some teal stuff. You should have the subscriber services as well, so you should be able to just collect it once I send it over. Yeah, let's go, let's go send this dude some new drip. Let's send him some new drip. All right. Know what? you running around with missing pieces. So let me get those crafted too. And he's in luck, it's the single use stuff, so you know, none of this cell sort stuff. No. It's the single use stuff. It requires mithril flakes, I know, but you know, what am I gonna use them on? No. I'm not. I'm streaming right now, though. Right, so what do I have in my inventory? Let's, potent. Mine vitality, he's gonna like that. He might not like the tactical health as much. My vitality. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Welcome to Lick Me Up. There we go. Crafting the last bits of your gear right now. Let me get off my goat for a moment. Let me position myself so I'm not burning. There we go. Let's get to crafting. So we need shoulder guards. 4 Kazat iron, 2 Kazat steel. And we need boots, which is the same. So we need 8 Kazat iron and 4 Kazat steel. So prospector, smelting, Kazat iron, we need 8. Make these. We might get a crit in there. That's fine. We didn't. Refining, Kazat steel. Also requires Kazat iron. So let's make 4 more. 2, 3. Oh. We got a crit in there. Okay. Sure, fine. Okay, we got our ore now. And then it was boots. Boots and... Oh. Did I not make the steel ingots? No, I did not. I need 4. 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we're looking good. Noble boots. Yup. Potent boots. Might vitality finesse rating. That's a good one. Out of combat run speed. I feel like finesse is better for like, where is it? Here. Reduces your opponent's resistance and reduces their block, parry, and evade. Yeah. I think that is the better choice for a champion. I think it was a champion. Let me check again. No, dwarf captain. Still, the resistances, because the captain debuffs, right? But also tanks a bit. Tactical mitigation. Where is it? Mitigations, tactical. It's just blocking damage. Well, magical damage, kinda. Well, let's give him the noble swift boots. It's gonna be nice. Don't make all, just make it once. It didn't craft, or it didn't crit. That's a shame. That's a shame. I was really hoping it was. I was really hoping it was gonna be the good boots. Still hope you like him. And I think shoulder guards is the next one. Again, this is more for damage. This is more for tanking. And if he's playing a captain, I doubt he's playing for damage. So let's give you the tactical mitigation again. Some tankiness, right? And who knows, might crit. And then you get the nice ones. Single use. I mean, let's see. We'll go. Ah, man, we got so unlucky. Ah. Ah. Yo, Bezos. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I was just checking my inventory. There was a lot of gear that was planning on just either selling on auction house or just giving away. And I was like, let's just check if someone's leveling at a level that they can actually use it. And lo and behold, your name was top of the list, so... But yeah, I had these 4 items here that I was... Well, there's another one here. But I had these 4 that I overmade. I actually don't need to run to a mailbox. I can go right here. No? Is there not a mailbox in here? This one. There we go. There we go. Alright. 2 Borky. But this... No. No. Not what I wanted to do. Just drag it on there. That's fine. But yeah, most of these were geared towards a tanky build, which, since you're playing a captain, I think that works out pretty well. There you go. Postage. And... Nah, I'm not gonna ask for the postage back. Invalid mail recipient. Why? Is it not Borky? It is, though, isn't it? Greetings, fellow dwarf. I'm sending you a little care package and only hope it might help you on your journeys. Enjoy. Bukhari. Invalid mail recipient. What do you mean? Did I add a space in there? Yes, I did. There you go. Enjoy that. That needs to go in my inventory somewhere. Do I still have room? No. I do not. I do not have room for this. Alright. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Borky. That'll that'll increase your survivability a little bit. It's no raid gear, but crafted gear is, in this game, it's pretty top tier. Unless you're going for raid gear, but it's pretty good. It's not the critted version, which would have been better. And I apologize, those last two weren't crits, but I didn't have the critting tome on me. Otherwise, I probably would have used it. Alright, let's see. Let's go talk to Dwalin. It's a lot better than most of the gear from questing, and I have no time to raid in Moria. Yeah, similar.
What do you need?
If I'm gonna do raiding, I'll probably do it on a non-legendary server. Just because if I'm into raiding, then I just want to be max level and do all the raids at the same time. While on this server, I'm mostly going for the journey. So let's see, what is Dwalin saying? I was right. The hobbits did indeed have Bilbo's nugget. I hope you didn't have to hurt anyone to get it. Foxtail didn't even know what it was. Well, it should be no surprise to me. Hobbit would not know truly precious metals if you gave them a hoard. And I see you retrieved the key from John Brackenbrook. We have all we need. Go now and take these items to Litley by the forge there. We will get started on the key. Alright. Bring the materials to Litley. Wait, was I just there? I think I was just there. Okay. Jump on my goat. There we go. And let's see. Bring the materials to Litley at the forges. At the forges. Is this at the forges? This should be at the forges. Maker's Hall. We're moving to the forges now. Litley. Where Litley? I'm not seeing him here. It's not a door we can go in, is it? No. Alright, where is Litley? Sorry, goat. It's training. It is training. Is he around here somewhere? Litley? No, Nagli. Where is he? By the forge near the throne of Thorin's Hall. Forge near the throne. Wait, there's a forge in the throne? Dang it! Where is this forge near the throne you speak of? Oh. Right there. I see his quest mark now. Shit. Alright, hey my dude. So, you're the one Dwalin was talking about. You have the mithril, I see, and that foul key from the Angmaram. Alright then, give them here. I'll get starting on smelting down that mithril. The problem is that there will be a problem shaping this metal. Perhaps you should speak with Dwalin. I'll set the mithril in the bed of coals over here. There, that won't take long. Now, still the problem of shaping. Mithril shaping isn't an easy task. Tales tell that a special shaping hammer is needed for such fine work as the key. I've no such hammer though, nor have I ever seen one. Best tell Dwalin that if I'm to complete this work for you, I'll need such a hammer. Go on, I'll let him know. Oh, okay. Jesus. Don't.
What do you need?
A mithril shaping hammer. A mithril shaping hammer. Ah, I've seen but one of those in my entire life, and I've not seen one since. Oh dear.
Will you stay and
Oof.
speak with me a moment?
To work with mithril, you need a special hammer. So special, in fact, that we've only ever had one here in Thorin's Hall. Thor's hammer. The hammer of Thorin's grandfather, which Thrain brought here. Of course, since we never had any mithril to work, we never used it. When most of the Longbeards moved back to the Lonely Mountain, the hammer got left behind, and as an insult to us, I'm sure the Dour Hands took it and placed it in Skorgrim's tomb as a tribute to him. At least, that is what one of them told us. We tried reclaiming that tomb, but it seems cursed. Vile things started lurking in the shadows there. I would say we should just let it lie there, but this task of yours is important enough to warrant opening the tomb again. You'll not find any dwarves willing to go in there, so you will need to retrieve the hammer yourself. The tomb lies south of here, in the Berghold. Wall and shield, how do you look? Tiny! You call that a shield? That's also not much of a shield, is it? Alright. Drake biter. Wouldn't want to be biting him, but sure. Alright, there's an item for any class. Okay, good. In the Berghold. Going back to Skorgrim's tomb. Man, that's been a journey. That's been a long time since we've been in Skorgrim's tomb. Right here. It's been so long. Alright. Through the gates we go. It's not that way, it's more south. Okay. Alright, let's take the path here. Flamethrowers hammer from Skorgrim's tomb. Alright.
Lord of Thorin's Hall, has tasked the heroes of Eriador with recovering Thorin's hammer from the tomb.
Where do I need to go, huh?
Find it as a memorial of victory.
Where do you want me to go? Oops. Press the wrong button. Uh-oh. Alright. Great. Oh! I did not expect that to be an instant kill. Well. Well then. Yeah, I did not expect that at all. Alright. And bop. Alright. Alright. Time to take care of him. Let us begin. Yes, let us. Great. Bring Thor's hammer to Dwalin. Don't need to pick it up. Can't use this. Alright, well, leave instance. Yes. Unless he's all the way down there. Alright. It doesn't look like there's a... yeah, there's no Dwalin at the end here. Okay. Well, then we'll exit through here. There we go. Gathfortnir again. 21st Hall. Alright. Dwalin, let's go. Alright, let's go. Beer fight is about to begin. Nice. Open the door. There we go. Now. Man, I mean, it just looks so cool. Alright, Dwalin, what do you want?
Greetings.
Thrall's hammer. Never thought to see it again. Your efforts will not be forgotten, Bakari. Quick now, take the hammer to Litley, and he will get to work on your key. Alright.
Greetings.
Ah, you found the hammer. Excellent, Bakari. A chance to work more your silver. Never thought I'd see the day. Come now, let's get to work. Pick one. 836. 848. 1260. 1260. 850. Yeah. Fortunately, timing was perfect. While you were gone, I used the cast and made the key blank. I must admit, I've not been this excited in years. Here we go. There, it's done. Mithril is quite a wonder. Never worked with anything quite like it. The key to Carndoom. Who would have dreamed anyone would wish to enter that accursed city? Well, there's little else that I can do for you. You should return now to your task. Good fortune to you, Bakari. Alright. Return the Carndoom gate key to Lorniel. Awaits your return at Gathfortnir in eastern Angmar. What the hell? Am I ready for you, huh? There we go. Alright. Back over here. Let's go talk to Lorniel. Which was, yeah, it was here. And then here.
What do you need?
You've returned with the key. Let us hope, my friend, that the key from which this was cast was not a false guide.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Talk to Lorniel. This quest is meant for a fellowship. Okay, so it'll take us into Carndoom. Your efforts have renewed my hope, Bakari. The time has come to move against the False King. Fortunately, I've just received word from Ragnall that my father was being moved outside of Karndun to Runendin. With the key you forged, no door will be barred to us. You will never have a better chance to free my father. Are you with me? If so, speak with me again when you're ready to leave. Alright, well, I'll accept it. I'll quickly check the helmets, though. This is the heavy one. No, it's the medium one. This is the heavy one. Yes. Looks like a centurion. Not a centurion, necessarily. I don't know what division of the Roman army, or which rank in the Roman army wore these sideways crests on their helmet. But it's a cool helmet, dude. It's a very cool helmet. Alright, except we'll not talk to you. We'll keep that for next time. I'm gonna end it here. I'm getting tired. We're ready to leave? No. Who knows how long we have before my father is moved once more. Well, hope you can wait a couple days. Because I ain't doing it tonight. Everyone who stopped by, thank you so much for your support. And for those watching on YouTube, you know, like, subscribe. For those on Twitch, you know, follow. It's just a simple button, you know, easy. All right, yeah, I think I'll be calling it quits there. Borky or Bezus, thanks for the follow as well, and hope you enjoy your new gear, man. Should last you a decent while. And if you're not doing Raiden, well, then it should last you into Mirkwood at least, I think. Before any of the quest rewards are gonna be any improvement. So yeah, you should be good for most of Mirkwood with that as well. So hope you enjoy. Anyway, goodbye everyone.